This is Life's a Pitch TV. Main sponsor, DPS Tech. Also supported by Lakens, all about hearing. The Dove, Seckford Golf Club, Ashford Wright, John Keeble Cars, Venue 16, The Hudson Group, Sound 4 Pro Audio, Come Hither Design, and Suffolk Sound. Our charities this year, Cancer Support Suffolk, Forget Me Not Golf, and Combat to Coffee. You're in such fine voice, and lovely to see you, capacity crowd. Lovely to see some familiar faces. No fair weather fans here that may well have disappeared back to where they came from. Now we're no longer in the Premier League. Thank you for still being our capacity crowd, everybody. Welcome to the DPS Tech Arena for a third season of Life's a Pitch TV. In actual fact, the franchise is 15 years old. 15 years old. We first started it back in the day on the radio with Kevin Beattie, and then we lost the Beat, who's with us here. I'm behind Beattie's bar. There he is. There's the Beat in all his magnificence, as you can see. His magnificence, not like Donald Trump. He's got everything at the front there. And then obviously, well, it's true, isn't it? And then, well, he bragged it was anyway. And then Terry stepped in on the radio show and did a brilliant job. Russ started joining us on the radio show, and then we started this here, and the rest is history. So our third season doing this. So you're very welcome. So let me introduce you to the team. It is Terry Butcher. It is Russell Osman. Now, Luke Chambers was a fixture last season. Well, he came when he wanted to last season, as you know, and he's obviously very busy with his EFL stuff and whatever. So he has said that he will do, and I quote, several shows for us this season. So we'll be able to sing again. He comes when he wants. Luke Chambers, he comes when he wants. In the Sound 4 Pro Audio production suite, isn't that grand? We have on technicals Richard Garrett and John Parker. And Sarah Jane's our floor manager. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's have a little look and see who we've got. We've got the Churchman stand, sponsored by John Keeble Cars. We've got the North stand, sponsored by Ashford Wright. We're on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. It makes a huge difference. It costs nothing. You just get notifications, and it helps us no end if you can like and subscribe the channel. We're also wherever you get your podcasts from, and on Suffolk Sound on Saturday lunchtimes. And don't forget to apply for tickets to be part of our capacity crowd each week. Head to our website, www.lifesapitch.tv. There are Rocky Road available on occasions, sausage rolls on occasions. You can zoom in. There's a few beers being held. David the sausage roll man's got his beer there in the front. So there's free beer and snacks when you come along. There he is, look. See, look. When you come along to the show. We need a special guest, and they don't come much more special than Mr. John Wark! You get that everywhere, don't you, Walkie?
Everywhere. Oh, wherever I go. I went the other day to Newmarket and people bumped into me and started singing. I was like, whoa. Nearly all day it was just full at it.
A few months ago, I was flying with some friends from Stansted Airport in the early hours of the morning, and who should be there but Walkie, along with Mrs. Wark, and
yes.
I think you got some friends with you, hadn't you? Tell us how you managed to hold up the whole queue at Stansted Airport through passport control.
Well, I just thought you got passport control, and there's a young lad there, and he suddenly recognised me, and he goes, "Can we have a picture?" And there's a massive queue behind me, and I was there for 10 minutes with him, just me and him, and everybody was going mental. It's just
yeah, missing flights all over Europe that day. They were, yeah. Brilliant though. It's lovely though, isn't it?
It is, it's good, yeah.
Yeah. And boys, nice to be back. Butch?
Yes, lovely to be back. Yep, we're Championship football this year, which might seem, disappointing, but it's exciting because we'll be one of the best teams there, and we're all aiming for promotion. I think that's the bottom line. Get promoted, get back up, and be better off for it.
Russell, good to be back.
Yeah, very good, Mark. It's nice to see some old faces that we've seen over the last couple of years. It'll be nice to see some new faces at Portman Road as well. So just looking forward to that and waiting for the season to start now.
Yeah, some ins and outs which I'll run through in a moment or two. But we just, before we really start, need to say well done to a group of female footballers who won the European Championship. Would you please give it up for our Lionesses, everybody?
Football's coming home.
John, were the Scottish women's team there at all? No, I don't think they were.
No, they were out with me.
They haven't got a team up there, have they? Well,
They have a team up there. Yeah.
do they?
Yeah, Scotland has a team. Yeah. It's crap, but I mean, it's great.
It's not men just going around in kilts, is it?
No, it's not the men in kilts. No.
Oh dear, but well done to them, Mum. It's great, and there'll be some fantastic
I must say the
celebrations.
penalty shootout was a lot better last night than
Yeah,
the one
I
earlier.
wasn't going to mention the penalties.
Well, the last couple were pretty decent, so fair play to them.
It's a different game, though, isn't it? It's a different sport almost in a way. Similarities,
I'm not
but-
getting Jordan into that.
No,
Mark.
okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. But they did very well. I mean, it's
They
makes us all
did.
proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can only beat what's in front of you, and they eventually beat them, so that was quite good. But it's great for the game, and I think that's the most important thing. You saw how much they grew after the first Euros win, and it's going to continue to do that, which is brilliant. So when you see the football crowds at Portman Road in particular, it's not just the boys that are there, young kids. It's the girls that are there having a look and seeing, I want to be part of that.
Yeah.
So it's good.
The football clubs are going to have a problem now because the girls are going to say, well, hold on, the men's team, they're getting 100 times more money than we're getting. I think there's got to be some sort of levelling off there somewhere down the line, which might not go down too well with some of the clubs.
And of course, we've got Championship football for the women's team this season.
We
as
have,
well.
yeah.
So there'll be a lot more interest in
Now
all
add to
of
the
that.
crowd, yeah, lovely.
Brilliant. Let's look and see. We're going to talk about the book Warky later in the show.
Right.
So there's a book which I've got a copy of here, the John Wark Era, which is coming out later this year. We're going to hear all about that a little bit later on in the show. It's called He's Here, He's There. We're not allowed to
my
swear.
God, I know.
Mark,
so
Mark,
we'll
has it
talk-
got plenty of pictures in there at
There are
all?
a lot of
No, I've got
pictures,
in there. That's good.
Yeah. Although Warky
Why?
can't see them tonight because he's forgotten his glasses.
Yeah. No, they're all great. It's going to be some book you'll really enjoy it.
I kept flicking through and seeing Bruce Grobbelaar on every other
Oh,
page.
don't even go there. I've got to get used to that again when I got to Liverpool.
Absolutely.
'Cause
Yeah.
every time I'm there, it's, you all right, Bruce? I went from Glasgow, not Zimbabwe.
You want to think yourself lucky I was in the club shop last year and got mistaken for Alan Brazil.
Well,
Wow.
I think that's a pretty good likeness myself. But
Hence the Jane Plan diet, 2 stone down.
yeah,
No
very
longer
good,
double
very
X,
good.
just an X, let me tell you. Look, it's great to be back. Let's talk about the ins and outs at Portman Road. And should we look? Obviously, Delap, we all knew that Delap would probably go. Chelsea, Butch, good for him or not?
I don't think he's bothered because he's going to get some good money to go there. I think he, I mean, pre-season he's done well over in America. So I think he'll. I don't know if he'll start the games. I don't think he'll be first choice, but he'll be part of a really, really big squad there. But he's got to fight his way, and he is one that can fight his way. He's strong. He's a different sort of centre forward to other people that they have there. So I think he'll do well.
Russell, is it a good club for him to go to?
I think he'll surprise a few people by how well he does do. I think the club's good. It's shown it's going in the right direction. I think it's very positive from their point of view to give a young English striker a chance. So let's hope he, makes the most of it, really. He's got good players around him, and I think all you can do is play with the best players you can play with, and hopefully he rubs off on you. And he's not a bad player, but I think he's just got to add 1 or 2 more things to his game than
Still
we
very young,
showed
isn't
last
he?
year. Yeah.
Walkie, good move for him?
Yeah, if he gets the games, you know what I mean. I'm a bit like Butch, he won't play all the time, but what he did for us was great. I thought he was a real decent player, sort of player I would have liked to
Do you think Hurst can fill that gap now? Because he's proved that he can score goals already. Pre-season he scored goals, but do you think he can fill that gap?
Personally, yes, especially because it's the Championship. I think Hurst is, on his day, he's a handful, and it's just his injuries. He had a lot of injuries.
Got to keep him
for
fit.
us. So he's got, if you keep him fit and he gets certain people alongside him, I think he'll be fine.
Burgess and Twanzebe departing the club. Bosman's disappointed about Burgess, I think, boys, aren't you?
Yeah, surprised more than anything. It seemed to be like a good deal as soon as the season was over. That was it. He played the last game and he was off. So he'd made his mind up. He wanted to move, and that's how it is, I'm afraid, these days. And I thought he was a good servant to the club, and I think the club did well for him as well. Made him a better player than he was when he first came. So that's football. Everything moves on like that.
But we have a player called Elkan Baggett, who's left-footed, 6'4", so he sort of fills that gap in terms of like for like. Although he hasn't the experience that Burgess has, and I like the way Burgess just defended. He just kicked it, headed it. I mean, like Elkan's not as he's similarly lacking a bit of pace, but he's been out on loan. He's done very well. He can read the game well, so he's not going to be first choice, but with there's some good players ahead of him, he'll learn even more. But it's good for them to go out and then come back and be better players, like Cameron Humphreys as well in the middle of the park. So it's good to see homegrown players coming through. I think that's the most important thing.
What do you think, Warky, Twanzebe and Burgess? Disappointing they've gone?
Well, not really, personally. I just think in the Premiership they get found out like a lot of the other players we had at the back, and I just think once we get in the Championship, I think it's going to be a big difference, and the players will be all right.
Was it Twanzebe that got injured washing up?
Allegedly, yeah.
He did, didn't he? Wow.
What?
I mean, you had some injuries, John, but I mean, never one like that.
Yeah, but mine were kid on. My injuries, weren't they? I got away with it.
What I can never understand about that is a Premier League footballer on, I don't know, £100,000 a week or whatever he was on, hasn't got a dishwasher.
What?
Well, maybe there's more to this story than meets the eye, then,
Who knows? It'll come out eventually, won't it?
We should start an inquiry about this.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Sam Morsey, skipper, going off to Kuwait. Disappointed,
Got it.
everybody?
Oh.
Yeah. Russ?
No.
Terry?
Not particularly.
No, particularly no.
Walkie?
Yeah, as a lad, I got to know him as well, and I just think he was a great player for us, especially in the Championship. I think like most of them, as I say, when they got to the Premiership, it was too much for them. But I just wish him all the best, and he was a real good lad and a good player at the Championship level.
He seemed to get the midfield swamped.
Yeah.
By big players, by strong players, and Sam is not quick,
Exactly.
but he read things well. He was sharp. But I just think we need someone in the middle of the park that's going to inject an intensity and a tempo to the game. That was sort of lacking in a way with
missing at times, wasn't
that intensity, and switches of play as well. We didn't last year. We seemed reluctant to switch play quickly.
Yeah.
But
So thank you for your service, but
I think
a good move for him. He'll make some money in Kuwait.
He did really well. Popped up with some goals occasionally, and
he did well for us. The club did well for him.
Yeah, it worked both ways. Worked very well.
Very well.
Harness, Luongo, they've gone as well. When you start looking at, there's a lot of players that have departed, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot gone on Freeze as well.
Yeah.
Harness, I thought every time he got on the pitch for us, he gave you 100%.
Yeah.
I thought he was very good from that point of view. You've just got to let players move on to new pastures, and hopefully we get better players in.
Four loans back: Cajuste, Enciso, Phillips, and Godfrey. Enciso, I thought, was a good player. Cajuste, obviously, we'd have liked him to stay, wouldn't we? Really?
Yeah, I think so.
He was
not
a
bothered
top
about Phillips and Godfrey, really, but
yeah. Well, again, Phillips showed that he's got some qualities as a player, but you can't keep him fit. And again, that's one of the things that we touched on there with Hurst. We've got to make sure we keep him fit. And that's it. It's hard to pick a side week in, week out when you've got one or two players pick up niggly little injuries here, there, and everywhere. You know, so makes it very difficult.
I thought Godfrey sometimes looked like Godfrey from Dad's Army.
Don't give them your name, Pike.
Yes. Don't tell him your name, Pike. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Did you not think so? I thought he moved like Godfrey did. Mind you, Godfrey.
You're qualified to say that, Butch. I'm not.
I think Godfrey's dead now, isn't he? So I mean, well, there we go. I rest my case. Rest my case.
I certainly remember the Spurs game very well when he was.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Son couldn't believe his luck, could he? For goodness sake.
Humphrey's back. Walkie, Cameron Humphreys. I've always liked him, and he had a cracking season last year.
Yeah, I did. I was always raving about him when he was here, and he's done well, and he's got a lot of ability, and I just think he's back here, and he'll be. He plays a lot of games, we'll be all right. But he's got to play a lot of games for us.
Yeah, I think he's just one of those players. He looks a little bit ungainly, doesn't he? You know, and he's now and again you look at players and they're not quite as pleasing on the eye as other players are, even though they might be more effective or more efficient, you know, during the 90 minutes. You think, well, he's not looked like he's really done well, but it's deceiving. Cameron Humphreys, he's a real tidy player. You know, he's just got a funny gait about how he plays.
Yeah, but he's up and down. I think he's got three lungs at times because he's just up, back all the time. But he scored a lot of goals last year, well, good few goals last year as well. And so to add that to your CV is really good. A bit like Connor Chaplin. He's not the same as Connor, but he's got a sweet left foot. He can fill in. He can fill in at left back if needs be, or left side of midfield. But he's versatile. But he just loves the club. So
we'll see more of Chappers this year.
I hope so, yeah. I really hope so. I think in the Championship especially, yeah. Because we need people like that. And the thing about last season in particular was we got a lot of injuries to key players, especially to the strikers and the wingers. A lot of injuries. So you're having players not play out position, and players that they're used to first team football and coming in and all that. We suffered badly from injuries, and it's good to see Ogbenny coming back and playing as well. And Wes Burns not so much yet, but he's coming back. So it's
like having a new signing, Ogbenny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You know, when he came, because he's rapid, he's lightning. So hopefully he's not lost any pace. So hopefully he can set the Championship alight. And you've got Philogene on the other side, who had a lot of injuries as well, and he started the pre-season really well. So there's a lot to look forward to. I think we'll do well, really well. Perhaps not at the start. I think the start is the thing that you've got to get used to the Championship. You've got to get used to the players again. But the system that we have is very versatile and very flexible. And I think if you can get into your stride quickly, like we did in the Championship 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 seasons, we really hit the ground running. And I think that's something that every manager and coach wants to do, but sometimes doesn't quite achieve that until later on.
I think we were surprised by the physicality of it last season, weren't we, a little bit? You know, when we came up against one or two real good, fit, strong, athletic teams last year.
Absolute brutes. Yeah.
So Al Hamady back, Harry Clark back as well.
Yeah.
He scored already, Hamady. That's a record, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a bit like you, bitch.
That's a bit like me, yeah.
Let's talk about some of the ins.
Cheers, John.
Obviously, this is recorded. There may have been others when you're watching this that we don't know about yet, but as it stands, Azor Matasiwa, is that how you...
What's his name again?
Azor Matasiwa.
Hazel.
Well done.
Is that right?
You've been practicing that?
7.8. I have, actually, yes.
Yeah, very good.
7.8, probably not got it right, but £7.8 million. So
midfielder. It's a midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
We've signed him.
Yeah.
10 million. Yeah.
Never
Hitler's
heard.
dead as well, by the way, John. The Beatles are split up, yeah.
That's like that. We've not seen.
Cedric Kipri on loan.
Yeah.
In. Another goalkeeper, David Button. So it looks like Slicker will go out on loan probably, won't he?
How many keepers have we got?
5. We've got 5 at the moment.
Yeah. And a 40-year-old Ashley Young.
Yep.
Now let's talk to the evergreen Johnny Wark about this, because
I
40 years
actually
old.
thought he came here to be coach. Serious, but his ability is incredible. He was at Everton, last year, and he's one of the best players and done well, and for that age. But as I say, I played till I was 39. But then I used to enjoy myself, have a few refreshments now and again.
But most people used to have a bit
he-
of pace when they started playing,
Yeah.
John, and you didn't, so you didn't have to worry about losing.
So I use my head, but the thing with him, he's so fit, and I think he'll do brilliant for us. I think he'll be one of our best
You're
players.
right back, is it?
Yeah, right back. You've got to, as I say, play him there, and I think he's going to be a real good signing.
So right back, you got Ashley Young, you got Harry Clark, and you've got Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
So there's three fighting for the position there.
Yeah.
Harry Clark might go out on loan again.
Yeah, probably. I just think we're fit, and I think he is a fit lad. Ashley Young, I think he'll be in every game. Yeah,
But it's worked before for Kieran. Well, you got this big centre half Collins. You got him in. He was very old
Yeah.
for centre back, but not quite as old as John. But I mean, he was very old. And you've had Sonny Aluko as well coming in. So that little bit of experience has helped in the past. So I think he's gone down that road again. And he was available, and he's been with him, knows what he's like as a person.
Is Sonny Aluko still on the staff?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah, there's been a few ins and outs behind the scenes,
Yeah.
which will all kind of filter out at some point. Pre-season, we can't really read too much into pre-seasons, or can we?
Ask Johnny about
Ask John.
pre-seasons.
I
He's
didn't-
never done one in his
I
life.
think I missed about 10 in the trot.
I messaged the boys today, right, Walkie, and said,
Yeah.
it'd be nice tonight to be able to talk about, your memories of pre-season. And I said, Walkie will be here to help. It'll be great.
Yeah, I didn't used to do many. To be fair, I just
No, but
I had a word with the physio, saying, what should I tell the manager? What's wrong with me? And he says, mention this, and I would stay. But then I was fit for the start of the season every time, and it didn't do me any harm.
you never.
But the older I got,
you never told us to do that either.
no, I didn't. I had a thing with the physio. You know what I mean? They let us.
I think.
He let us get away with murder. You know what I mean? So basically, I used to
my
go and see
Johnny.
him and
My Johnny.
just say this and all that. I didn't do any harm, did it?
Obviously not.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I kept it going for a few years.
Where did you go away on pre-season like they've gone to Austria? Did you go to places?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I was actually fit for that.
I think we called it team bonding in
Yes.
those
Yeah.
days.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bonding was a good word.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Where
Don't
did you
worry
go?
about the
What sort of
results.
places did Bobby take you?
Um,
Was it because he wanted to go away as well?
Yes,
or-
it was entirely.
Oh.
Yeah. Entirely. Yeah.
That's another story.
That's another
Zeist.
story.
Zeist.
Zeist in Holland.
That was a regular one.
That's the Dutch training centre, a bit like St George's Park that we have now with England.
Yeah.
Scotland don't have one, but we have one.
I remember Alan Hunter not being able to get back into his room one night and was still fast asleep out in the garden underneath a tree the following morning. Yeah, going,
Is that the night he was doing owl impressions up the tree? Yeah.
Trying to get back in. Yeah.
Bobby Ferguson shouting out, I know you're out there, Hunter, get your...
Right.
Hoot.
I remember that.
Yeah, we used to
That was quite
find
a-
little places, little bars, and obviously you got to hydrate. So we were hydrating correctly, what we thought anyway. But it was Heineken, not water. But no, we
Lovely little glasses, wasn't it?
the little yep, and get the top off. But we used to. That was a big thing for us. And you also remember we used to take a cricket bat with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it you that you took it? You had a cricket bat.
I had a cricket
You
bat.
had a cricket bat. So we used to
Don't know
bring
what
it.
is.
And we'd go into the squares, like the squares in Amsterdam, and we'd play tennis ball, we'd play cricket, and we actually played in the hotels, in the corridors. You had a big long corridor with the rooms, and of course you have a little recess for the doors. So the boys used to stand, the doors open, the boys used to stand in the doors, batter down one end, and a bowler down the other end, and everybody disappeared into the doors. And as soon as the ball was delivered, they saw it come down. Everybody jumped out and went to catch it. It was like
After a while, we thought we'd better use a tennis ball.
it was like whack-a-mole. He used to go every time. It's like he's going to bowl, go back in, boom, and out we come, and then try and catch it. It was great. We used to do that.
But that is the team bonding, isn't it? That is, you
Yeah,
know.
it was good.
He can play cricket to save his life. By the way. They don't have that.
I
in
actually
Scotland.
missed that one as well.
Yeah. But we used to go out and play it, and the Dutch look at us and say, "Who are these?"
But we used to have some big pre-season tournaments. You know, they started. We played in Barcelona one pre-season. We played in
Rotterdam.
I got a
Amsterdam.
great goal in Rotterdam.
Yeah.
So we had some strong tournaments. You know, for early on in the season, they were real testers, weren't they?
Yeah, they were good. There was always good opposition, and we always tried to go there to win it. We had a pre-season tour of in America, Florida, which we didn't start the season too well.
Which one did you go to, Walkie? Can you remember?
I went to them all, but I didn't play all the time.
You didn't go
okay.
to the Pan Am
I
Sunshine Tournament?
I remember the American one was one I thought stood out.
It stood out, that one.
You know what I mean?
It stood out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing was, we used to play, so we'd train hard, and then you could go down and have a few beers. Bobby allowed us to have a few beers. So we used to get the bin bags full of ice and get tons of beers and put them in the bin bag, so we didn't actually know that there was bottles of beer in there. And we'd hide it and all that sort of thing. And we just used to replenish it and replenish it and replenish it.
We were terrible.
But
weren't we?
the trip to the trip to Florida started off badly because it was sponsored by Pan Am in those days. It was the Pan Am Sunshine Tournament, and at Heathrow they upgraded as many people as possible into first class.
Dangerous.
What with the cobbolds
Yeah.
and the directors and the board then. I think they ran out of champagne going over Ireland. And, well, the rest is history. It was like a fantastic trip out there, and fantastic trip back, and in between was not bad either.
You didn't sit near the cobbleds on the plane, did you?
No. I think Mr. John slid under the chair in front of him now and again, you know, and you had to strap him in. But we played Fort Lauderdale Strikers, Tampa Bay Rowdies, and Sao Paulo from Brazil. So good games, you know, and we should have won the tournament. We
lost
cheated
1-0.
1-0,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
Real bad, dodgy referee's decision. So.
We actually didn't have any beer the night before the game, which was a mistake.
What a mistake to make.
What a mistake, yeah. It was a mistake because we lost.
Yeah. Yeah, but great trip.
And it's difficult to sort of judge really on a pre-season walkie, isn't it? You know, when you look at Town, you know, sometimes we've had good pre-seasons, other times not so good, and I mean, they're just training games, aren't they?
That's what it is. As I say, they've done well so far. Town, you know, I know they went beat Aberdeen, but MD can beat them. They're a pub team. You know what I mean? So, you know these Scottish teams, don't you?
I know,
yeah. A bit like Rangers now and again. You know what I mean? But just think, you know, they've started well, and as I said, but it's all about just getting yourself ready for the start.
It's
of the
getting
season.
everybody fit and
That's
healthy
what it's
and
all
all on
about.
the starting line for the first game of the season. And that's it. And then you go Birmingham, Bromley, 2 games in the space of 4 days now. It was Friday, the first game.
Big
And that's
picture
strange, isn't
system.
it? Friday night kick-off.
But wasn't it Mick McCarthy that they had a wretched pre-season and I think they lost every game, and then started off really won the first 5 in the league.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show. I think the sports science and the managers and the coaches they can see things in there that they want to see, and even if you don't get the results, it's just getting game time, getting game fitness, because you have a general fitness, getting match fitness and getting sharp. That's the thing that you want to see. So I mean, Kieran's been excellent with that. He didn't, obviously last season didn't start too well because of the opposition, I think, really, and being in the Premier League, but in the Championship it was great. Wow. And that's got to be repeated, and I think he knows what level to get these players to for the Championship.
Okay, right. Well, let's have a look at this week's Life's a Pitch TV Player of the Week, sponsored by the Dove in Ipswich. Got to get the sponsors' mentions in, you see. Anybody stand out from you at all that you've seen or heard about on pre-season?
Philogene.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good to see the real Philogene.
Yep.
I think the one with me, Hurst has stood out.
Yep.
And we need to keep him in all the time in the team.
Matusiwa, for me. I think the players there have been a bit surprised how good he is. So he's a very solid, strong character in there. So sounds like we've got a good replacement there for the skipper.
Okay, well, we'll have some real match action to talk about next time we've got the show. We'll be back after the Birmingham game for that. We've got some new features on the show. It's time for an old one first with a new twist. It's time for, you'll love this, Butch, Ask the Legends is back. And we've got Simon here from Seckford, and Simon and Tony will be asking questions during the course of the season of you. Russell has the title from last season. Well done.
Thank you. I was going to bring me trophy, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
it's over here, look.
There.
It's over here.
Okay,
Look. There we go. You can have that one.
Cheers.
We've got a few of these lying around from last season.
Hey, Butch. Green.
So, yeah, Simon's here from Seckford, one of our quizmasters, and there is a difference this season. You get to choose home or away for the questions. So, Simon, would you like to just explain
Absolutely.
to all of us and to me how this is going to work?
Of course. So, question of sport back in the day, there was a feature with home or away. So, in our version of that,
Did you do a question of sport?
I think I was on 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
And lost every one.
okay.
Obviously.
So, if you decide to go for the home question, you'll score 1 point. But if you risk it and go away, you'll get 2 points. And they'll take it in turns, I believe, each week to choose either home or away. If you pick home, Terry, then Russell will get the away question, and so on.
It'll all become clear. It'll all become clear.
Simple.
Yes. So, who are we going to get to choose? Should we start with Russ, as he was the champion last season? So, do you want to go home,
home or
Russell,
away, Russ?
Or away?
I'll go away.
Okay. So the away questions are general knowledge.
Oh, it's more risky than that, everybody.
General knowledge.
Oh.
You.
You didn't say it was going to be general knowledge. I thought it was all
The
sport.
home question's about Ipswich Town. The away question's general knowledge. So you're going to go away for 2 points?
Yep.
Here we go. What was the name of the horse that won the Grand National in April 2025? So what was the name of the horse that won the Grand National in April 2025?
I think Alan Brazil might know this, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
know.
Get him on the phone.
Well, it wasn't Shergar, was it?
I wasn't sure.
There's not much help from the audience
There
there
isn't.
either.
No,
I'm afraid,
nobody
is there?
knows.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea.
No idea? Guess at all?
No.
Anybody from the crowd? No.
Blimey.
Nobody.
How does-
Nick.
That's a good start, Simon.
That's a great start.
What was
Excellent
that?
stuff.
The horse was Nick Rocket. Of course.
Nick Rocket.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
So
That's
Terry,
still
you get
not
the
the worst.
home question, which is about Ipswich Town. So Ipswich finished 19th in last season's Premier League, but how many points did they finish on? Multiple choice. Was it 20, 22 or 24? So for 1 point, Ipswich finished 19th in the Premier League. How many points did they finish on? Was it 20, 22 or 24?
wasn't many.
I got 22.
Is the correct answer. 22. He's
Down
off
me
the
side.
mark.
What a guess that
1
was.
point to Butch.
I'm going to retire now. I'm in the front. I'm gonna
No
retire.
car park. No car park.
Storming into the lead.
Fantastic.
Well done, Butch. Well done.
Wow.
Good start. 1 point to Terry Butcher. And next week, you'll get to ask home or away. You'll get to choose.
Yes.
right? Oh.
Perfect.
Yeah, very good. We'll get
Well
there by
done,
the end of the
gents.
season. So well done. Well done.
Well done.
I'm absolutely shocked.
It's going to declare.
I need some water.
Don't peak too early before the season
Too
starts,
early.
mate.
Right. Now, those of you amongst us who are watching or in the capacity crowd will notice that there's something that's missing from the middle of the studio this year. So the table football game has gone out into our ante-room next door. And we do have, instead, a golf challenge. Because every footballer plays golf, don't they, Warky?
Apart from me.
Apart from Warky, who's going to be the first to try our new game. And credit where credit's due, I was trying to think of a name. It's sponsored by Seckford Golf Club. I was trying to think of a name, and we had a high-level meeting, didn't we, boys, at Honey and Harvey?
Yeah, the second floor, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I said, what are we going to call this? And Russell said, it has to be, Mark, Life's a Pitch and Putt.
Corny or what?
So, Walkie, are you
Them up.
left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed.
Yeah.
So, you have the club behind you there. Pop your microphone down on the floor. Anywhere over there, don't trip over. And what it is, we have 6 balls, okay? 6 balls in front of you. X marks the spot. Tony from Seckford is there to help you with this. So, there is one problem. Walkie's forgotten his glasses. So hit this way, Walkie, okay? Hit over here. That's it, we can see. Hit over here. So you've got holes between 10 and 100. So 100 is over this side and 10 over the other.
How long
so
we got?
You've got no time. Just 6 balls to see how many you can score. So I'm going to do my best, Peter Alice, and then when we get a bit near. So Walkie is just teeing up, and there's the first shot coming down the green. Oh! Didn't go in. Walkie tees up for his shot number 2. Here we go. The crowd is silent. Here we go. Oh! Missed again. Third one. Go on, Walkie. Oh! Is that 75? A slight miss hit on that one.
Open your eyes.
Give him a mulligan.
Take a divot in this.
Oh! 75 so far, our top score. Come on, Walkie, you can do this. Oh! 75, everybody! So that means, Walkie, you are top of the leaderboard. Top of the leaderboard. I'll put your name up on the leaderboard, so you'll be top of the leaderboard. Grab your microphone back over there. And we are playing for the trophy that Russell should have got last year. That we've
Johnny,
kind of recycled it, really.
I'm not going for that.
use your microphone next time and
no.
with your microphone.
And we will get Terry and Russell to do this on occasions as well.
You'd be good.
So,
No problem.
I know
That's what you think.
Well, I saw you play at the Cancer Sports Suffolk Golf Day the other day. You did very well.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No,
You
I
did.
didn't.
What I heard.
Doesn't it?
Russell had a little practice earlier on as well, a little cheeky practice.
Yeah, we slip on it.
I'm just wondering which one of you's got keys for this building to come in and have a little practice in between.
No.
No, okay.
Russell doesn't need a practice.
75 in the lead, which is brilliant. So congratulations. Yeah, we'll do that every week on the show. See how we get on as the season goes on. Now it's time to welcome Neil Prentice. Now Neil is the man who's put together some wonderful, wonderful Ipswich Town books. The latest is the John Wark era. He's here, he's there. We're not allowed to swear. The book all about Johnny Wark. Would you welcome Neil Prentice, everybody? Neil, brilliant to see you. Thank you very much for coming in. Clearly the book doesn't feature Walkie's golf skills.
No, it doesn't. Most of his other skills, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This is not your first. Tell us about the other 2 that you've done.
Yeah, well, I was here this time last year introducing George Burley's book, All to Play For, which was an amazing experience to work on. George was great, a great subject to write a book with, and all of the other players from his era as manager were fantastic to contributors in that project. Obviously, George was very ill during that process, so that was a real challenge, and he showed exactly what he's made of with his fight against cancer and his amazing recovery.
Yeah. A colleague saw him in the park the other day in Christchurch Park, and he said he was feeling top of the world. So
Yeah,
which is
he's looking
brilliant
really
news.
good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
looking great. Fantastic. So then you decided on the legend over there, the evergreen Johnny Wark.
Yeah, Johnny Wark. Yeah, I mean, you look at the something that just came to mind as earlier in the show. You put Sam Morsey's stats on the screen, and I love Sam Morsey. I think he's been an amazing player for Ipswich Town. But I think it said he made 165 appearances and scored 11 goals. So just to put that into context, John played 678 matches for Ipswich, and he scored 179 goals. So I think there are legends, and then there's Johnny Wark.
cheers.
You agree with that, Butch?
No, you missed about 300.
Yeah, I was busy carrying carrying,
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's got a sore back.
cleaning
carrying
up.
us,
You know,
yeah.
I was cleaning up after him.
You're quite self-effacing, Walker. You don't sort of, how has it been having this book done with everybody saying such
It's-
wonderful things about you?
Fantastic, you know what I mean? But I didn't think I was that good. You know, there's some of the stats it gets me. And there are certain things. One of the stats was Spanish magazine, and it was the top sort of 10 players in Europe, and it was Zico first, Rummenigge second, me third, and a little player called Maradona fourth. I just thought I'd let you know, Butch. You know, that's a standard.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have mentioned that, should I?
No.
When I saw Zico, he did ask me, who's that bloke, Johnny Wark?
I know exactly.
Yeah, he knows now.
He does, yeah. But he knew me when I played against him in '82 in the World Cup, because he actually asked for my shirt.
There you go.
Yeah, he was blind like you, I tell you. he wanted number 9, but he got number 10. He wasn't happy apparently, no. But to score all those goals, you got to have good players around you.
Yeah.
You know, you can be a great finisher, natural finisher, and all these kind of things, quick, sharp, bang, 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 all these kind of things. But you've got to have good players around you to create those chances. Because if we create a chance, he'd score. There's no doubt about it. He'd score. He wouldn't score prettily, but he'd score. You know, I'm not taking the mickey there, but he never scored glamour. He never scored a glamour goal from. Did you ever score more than 18 yards out, or did you hit some from 25 yards?
The odd time, yeah.
The odd time.
Most time was in the
most
box.
time was in the box, and that was his art of getting into the box,
Yeah.
ghosting into the box, coming then timing.
Yeah.
He saw that, and then
You can't coach
committed.
that, can you?
No, you can't.
No, you can't
It's
coach
just a natural thing that some
Butch-
players have.
Butch liked it as well, because St Etienne, he was left back and he'd done a cross, which was the worst cross ever, and it was just inside the box, and I've headed it in the top corner to make his cross look good.
No, I just put it into the space where you came into. So I did what my job was entailed: get to the byline and cross the ball into the box. Yeah.
Steady, guys.
Thanks for that.
That's why we rearranged the seating tonight
Yeah.
compared to normal.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, but no, but
Russ,
that's what happened.
I see you in the car park.
What was it like playing with Walkie?
Good fun. You just knew that more or less every game that you went out to play that he was going to score at least one goal. Which is always nice. You know, you think as a team, you know, we thought at the time we'd get a couple of goals a game. You know, even if we went one down early on, you just think, all right, let's kick it on a gear. But when you got somebody getting goals from nothing and penalties that you can, you know, you can put your hat on him scoring his penalties. You know, it just gave you that confidence that we knew we were a good enough side to create chances, and we had good enough people in the side to, you know, make those chances count. You know, if it wasn't Wark, it was Marno. If it wasn't Marno, it'd be Brazil. If it wasn't either of those three, little Gates would pop up with them, you know, and that's what they were paid to do, and we just sat at the back and did what we were paid to do, try to keep clean sheets. And Walkie he was the link between the front guys and the back guys.
What stands out for you, Neil? You've done a lot of research into this man.
Well, there are so many things, really. It's
How much you can drink?
well,
stands out a bit.
We've discussed it, haven't we, John? But we've managed that situation, I think. But I think it's just the phrase "he's here, he's there" is just so true, isn't it? Because not only on the pitch was he here and there, he really was everywhere off the pitch as well. He was in Escape to Victory. He was in the Sky Sports ad when the Premier League started in 1992. There's so many little episodes and things that have occurred that you find out. I mean, another one was that he was shortlisted for the Ballon d'Or. He was 9th place in the Ballon d'Or in 1981. And John didn't know that, did you, John, until I told you, informed you about that. I mean, these are incredible things, just elite level performances that shouldn't be taken for granted. And, you know, I think putting the book together, and like with George's book, I hope that supporters in 50 years' time might pick the book up and have a little look through it and read about the exploits of what these guys carried out.
Well, it was a fantastic time to be a footballer, John, wasn't it, with these guys around you?
Oh yeah, but we were, our boys, the team. I call them my football brothers because we were there since kids. Like 16, 17. Butch, George, Alan Brazil, and we're still together, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we've had some fantastic times. We're still the best mates, or sometimes. You know what I mean? Butch gets the hump now and again, doesn't he? But as I say, we're still like this, and it's great.
Once you played alongside somebody, once you see their strengths and you see their heart in the soul, it's pretty powerful. That is.
Yeah.
Same as if you were crap, then you wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be mates, and we'd end up kicking you, sort of thing. That'd be great. Perhaps I might do that now.
I know. So.
But you played through so many different eras, didn't you, really?
Yeah.
There was a picture just gone up on the screen of getting promotion up into the Premier League.
Yeah, which was...
Jason Dezelle, Simon Milton, Chris Kiwombi there, and these boys you played with. I mean, the list of players that you were alongside at Ipswich Town over your time is huge.
Yeah.
That's when you and Mills had hair.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it was the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, so I was quite, as I say, fortunate. And the 90s I loved, actually, because, as I say, I was still one of the best players, you know what I mean? Which is scary, but to be an attacking midfield player and scoring those goals, and then eventually to come back to centre back.
Well, you were centre back originally, really, weren't you? But to go back into that position and then adapt again, it takes a special talent, a real special talent.
Yeah.
But the thing about that is, your vision and seeing the game is way above everybody else, way above, because you read things because you have to, because you haven't got the pace, but all that sort of thing. But which isn't a bad thing. But if you can read it and suss it out before it does happen or as it's happening, then that's a real art, and that's worth a lot of money. And
that's how he scored half of his goals, wasn't it? Reading the situation better than other people, and then defensively, you just read it the other way around. You read the danger coming in before the people who've realised it's there. So
now he can't read anything. His eyesight's gone. No, his eyesight's gone.
Not with your glasses.
And a penalty king as well.
But I missed a few. I always say I didn't miss many, but I think I did miss. I don't know. Was it how many? Was it? Something like.
You scored 59 out of 68, I think.
Was it?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Shocking.
I didn't think. I thought it was a lot better than that. You know what I mean? But
we did, yeah.
You missed a few though, didn't you?
But the highlight was the ones against Norwich. When you take a penalty against Norwich.
Come on, you missed all that. The highlight was against Norwich. Thank you. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
You was in goal for them then?
Gunny.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't count.
There was one I already scored at Carrow Road. It was quite funny, and all the players from both sides went to see the linesman, and it was like, and I'm standing in the penalty spot with Gunny, and he goes to me, "Where are you going to put this one?" Because I went same as the last one, in the net, and then it was cancelled. He wanted to know what side I was going to go, and but it's quite funny, But I did score one earlier against him.
Did you ever? You had a strong side.
Yeah, my strong side, but as I say,
was that to your left?
You said this before. I used to whip it, side netting to my left.
Yeah.
So I would, if I'm scoring here, I'm putting it over there. And I used to go in the side netting.
No nerves?
No, not at all. There was one game I got 3 penalties, didn't I? And it was like, I went bump, 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 3 different areas.
Was that a European game?
Yeah, three penalties.
Yeah, the Greek team, wasn't it?
It was Panathinaikos.
Salonika. Yeah.
Good job you scored those 3.
I know. And my mother-in-law was great. Yeah, exactly. I got slaughtered in the away game.
So what did you think when watching the penalties for the Lionesses then?
Oh my! I was with Karen watching it, the missus, and I swore a few times. I went, "That's the worst I've ever seen in my life."
But the best penalty is the one that goes in.
Yes,
irrespective of if it's in the corner or not.
When you get both teams, they can't even hit the target.
Would you aim high with power, or you always try and find the bottom corner?
I was actually not high, probably about middle.
Yeah.
Right in the bottom, right in there, because they wouldn't get near it if you get it right.
And you didn't. nowadays they have a celebration. What would your celebration be now?
Just one of them, you know.
All right.
Just a natural.
All right.
Not a knee
Is
slide.
that, I wouldn't go stupid. You know what I mean?
No.
I would always.
You wouldn't do the heart thing and
I
all,
don't-
all these funny things.
Never mind. I don't do all that rubbish. Because you should score penalties, shouldn't you?
Well, there are pictures
Well,
in the
we
book of his
don't.
goal celebrations. Neil,
There
is it?
are.
Yeah.
There's
I've got
great
some
ones, actually.
crackers.
Yeah.
so.
Really great. I think that what comes through is not that rehearsed sort of scripted celebration that you get now, but
Yeah.
that raw emotion of scoring a goal in a big match. That's what comes across. I
Especially-
think.
What do? You used to just run off, didn't you?
Yeah, run
Stuff
off
like that.
myself. Yeah.
And we'd just
And
stand there.
nobody would
wait
come.
for you to come back.
None of my teammates would come near me.
No, quite right.
Because I was,
yeah.
I
We're
was,
not- we're
I was
not running-
quite quick then.
Well, we're not running 60 yards up and 60 yards back to
I
pat
know,
you on the
exactly.
back or whatever. No, you stick that. up
You
your
knew I was
backside.
going to come back
No,
and
we
help
do.
you
Well,
later
you have to
on,
come back in
didn't
a
you?
half anyway, yeah. No, he didn't bother
What
with
else
that,
did you discover or want to mention, Neil?
Well, just the Norwich link there earlier. That
Oh,
Well,
you're
this-
back! You're back! Well done.
well, John's got so many. He leads so many statistics for the club, and one of them, he's played in more East Anglian derbies than any other player for both teams, and scored more goals in them as well. So I think he played in 25 and scored 9, and had a really good record against that lot up the road.
You get sent off as well against Norwich.
Yes. That's with Darren Eady when I was getting on at the end of my career. And as I said, I tried to get him in the first half, but I was that late. I got him in the second, and I got a straight red Carroll Road.
Straight red?
Yes.
Brilliant. Love it.
Because I caught him.
Delightful.
Yeah, I caught him a cracker.
Oh dear, we've got all that to come this season. They're up against the Scummers again, haven't we? Oh my goodness
Yeah.
me!
Straight red.
You've got a big event coming up to launch the book, and also featuring George Burley as well. Neil,
Yeah,
tell us
good.
about that.
Yeah, well, we didn't get the chance to do a proper event for George's book due to his health situation. So on Thursday, October the 2nd, in the Sir Bobby Robson Suite at Portman Road, we'll be having a dinner. It's going to be a really prestigious event celebrating George and John's careers and the books, and you'll receive a copy of the books as part of your ticket price. It's going to be a fantastic evening. Hope lots of John's teammates from the time will be present.
What's on the menu?
I've got 4 choices, Russell. You can help him inform
Oh, yeah?
the choice if you like. But it'd be lovely to see them there, and be lovely to see as many Ipswich Town supporters there as possible, paying tribute to what they both achieved.
Yeah, it'll be a special night. It really will, and lovely to be able to do it walking alongside George.
Yeah.
mentioned how close you all
George, yeah, George is my mate. You know, we're mates, and we're all very close, aren't we?
Yeah,
As I said, George.
you played together for Scotland, didn't you?
Yeah.
And lost. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, we
You lost
lost
against us as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
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 What was that like coming back the following week back to Portman Road?
Great.
That's why he's still talking about it.
It's just a normal for them.
Brilliant.
Normal.
We played against him for the under-21s up in
I know.
Oh,
a nice picture
was
of having a
worst
little
one, that
handshake
one, wasn't it?
afterwards.
I didn't even shake hands with him.
Oh, you did. I've got it. I've got you there.
Have you got it?
I've got it.
You
okay.
were,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, beauty. It was brilliant.
So, where can we find the tickets? Are they on sale yet? And what about the book? Can we order the book?
Yes, please pre-order the book. People were so supportive with George's book. If they could go to itfcicons.com, you'll find details of how to pre-order the book. It's going to be ready and delivered early in October. In terms of the event, the details will be going on that website. But if in advance of that, if you want to send me an email at contact@itfcicons.com, I'll get straight back to you.
Brilliant. Well, Neil, it's a fantastic work of art. I've seen a lot of it. You know, I'm a genuinely big fan of the other 2 books that you've done, and a lot of us are here as well. So this is going to be fantastic. And get those pre-orders in. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we will all be together on that night in October.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Yeah,
Fantastic.
thank you.
Excellent.
Cheers. Thank
you, Neil. Two more things. It's time for On This Day in History.
Right, on this day in history, Thursday the 28th of July, we're starting off in 1966. Long throw expert Andy Legg was born in Neath, Wales. Town signed the Welsh international on loan from Birmingham City in the 1997-98 season, and he scored once in 6 fairly ineffectual games. I'm only reading what's in front of me. Monday the 28th of July 2003, Joe Royal signed goalkeeper Kelvin Davis from Luton Town on a free transfer. Bedford-born Davis was magnificent for 2 seasons at Portman Road before leaving to join Sunderland for $1.25 million in 2005. Finally, Friday the 28th of July 2023, Kieran McKenna hailed Town's victorious Innsbruck Cup campaign a really good day. After Ipswich triumphed in a 3-team tournament featuring Bundesliga side Werder Bremen, RB Leipzig in Austria. Striker George Hurst headed home the winner as Town beat Champions League qualifiers Leipzig during the first 60-minute game before Greg Lee. Remember Greg Lee? He grabbed the leveller in a 1-1 draw with Werder Bremen, ensuring Town finished their pre-season programme with notable silverware. And that is it for the 28th. On the 29th, under Bobby Ferguson, Ipswich focused their pre-season, as we're talking about pre-season, campaign against a lower league domestic opposition, Mansfield Town, who were defeated 2-0 at Field Mill with strikes from Trevor Putney and Mish DeVray. And that is it from Ipswich Town on this day.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Right, time for the Man v Fat results, everybody. Some exciting news from the Man v Fat community as they've now expanded the league to 8 teams and relocated to Inspire Suffolk at Lindbergh Road, where they will play every Friday from 8 o'clock. Now, last season saw Chips Town win the trophy, and our best individual success story was Alex Hammond, who deserves a round of applause, who has now lost 35% of his body weight, which totals 8 stone. 8 stone. We have some new teams. Of course, they've been playing while we've been off. This week's results from Inspire Suffolk: Chips Town 11, Ozempiakos 10. The Pink Panthers 6, Blubber Blues 8. What Food FC 8, Leighton Oreos 8. Portakal Fatsuma 12, RB Liposuction 11. And from the Witten Sports Centre, FC Fatsalona 11, Juventus 10. Most of the lads are Town fans and we're looking forward to an exciting season in the Championship. That's from Man v Fat Mark. So, the big question, Butch, where are we going to finish this season?
In Man v Fat? Or just
No. Ipswich Town, where are we going to finish?
First.
What is your prediction?
First.
Top of the league, okay. Russell.
Can't go first then, can I?
You can, Chair.
No, I'll go third.
Walkie?
I'll go second.
Well, that leaves me with the playoffs then, doesn't it, really?
Yep.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
But we're quietly confident, Walkie, we can do it?
Well, I think so, personally.
Yeah.
Personally, I think we've got a great chance.
Russ?
Yep, every chance. Just need to keep everybody fit and healthy and get off to a good start.
Yeah, fitness is the main thing. Can I just say as well, it's very sad to see the passing of Brian Owen, one of our coaches of many years ago. He was a fantastic guy, hard as nails, but really good laugh. And he always used to say, we saw him coming and we'd always go, "Is Brian Owen? How's it going, Brian Owen?" He'd say like that. And he would call me Terry McButchio. And like stupid names like that. I always remember him for that. But he was a great coach.
A good man, wasn't he?
And when I saw that, I was wow. I was really sad because he was part of that era when we were growing up and learning our trade.
Yeah, and it's that great team spirit that we talked about right at the very
Great
start,
man.
isn't it?
He was a great man.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Oh, yellow card.
Penalty.
Hang on a moment. That was Melvin Eek, I believe, everybody. Yellow card.
Oh,
for Melvin.
first one.
Melvin Eek. So if you know Melvin, it was his phone going, yellow card, Melvin. Okay? No, that's all right, great mate. Don't worry. There he is. He's on the. There he is. Wave, Melvin. Wave. There he is. Yeah, there's the guilty person. I was looking for a way to finish the show, and that's it. It's done it. Thanks very much for watching or listening. We'll be back after the Birmingham game. And don't forget, if you want to be part of the capacity crowd, there's free beer. Free snacks, sometimes sausage rolls, sometimes Rocky Road. It's all here for you. Good company and a swelteringly hot studio. So go on to the website, www.lifesapitch.tv, book on Capacity Crowd, and we'll get an email and I'll be in touch with you to sort that out. And don't forget, if you're watching, to like and subscribe on YouTube. Warky, a pleasure to have you on the show as always. The evergreen Johnny Wark, everybody. You can always do 20 seconds of the song if you want, just to...
He's there, we're not allowed to swear, Johnny Wark, Johnny Wark. He's there, we're not allowed to swear, Johnny Wark.
Can I swear?
Johnny Wark.
Brilliant. Actually, that should be the theme tune for the show, I think. Anyway, Russell, thank you. Great to be back. Terry, great to be back.
Pleasure.
Neil, thank you. Capacity Crowd, thank you. And we'll see you after the Birmingham game. Life's a Pitch will be back for the whole season. Blue Army!
Blue Army!
Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army! Blue Army!
This has been a Life's a Pitch TV production. Main sponsor, DPS Tech. Also supported by Lakens, all about hearing. The Dove, Seckford Golf Club, Ashford Wright, John Keeble Cars, Venue 16, the Hudson Group, Come Hither Design, Sound 4 Pro Audio, and Suffolk Sound. Our charities this year: Cancer Support Suffolk, Forget Me Not Golf, and Come Back to Coffee.